Right, I'll take it you can see all that. Basically, this is the visitor centre. Now, normally when a film winds up, everything gets binned, stuff goes back into storage, people disappear to the next job, actors go home, and it's all finished. If another film in that series starts, they start again from scratch and get everyone back. We're not doing that. Everything that was used for our filming, I've forgotten something else here too. Editing suite. Yeah, visitor centre. Now, walk through the doors, catering on one side. Now the catering wagon that appears in the books and will come with us filming for our own use will be inside the door, and you'll be able to buy something from that as you saw it in the film. That's the idea. Behind that there'll be a restaurant which will also provide all the food for the catering when we're out filming. So we'll order it and that'll go. This will be all on site, not owned by anybody else. You know, all the Sodexos and all that can all compasses and all that can forget about, you know, we want it all done ourselves. So that'll be anything used in any of the films will be in the museum. That's all the radios, anything to do with not with vehicles, but anything to do with costumes, you know, stuff like that will all be, and there'll be exact replicas of the Welsh cottage rooms in there, which we can also use for filming if we don't want to go all the way to Wales. So there's that possibility, so that people visiting there can also see that as where stuff was filmed. So workshop. Now workshop would be an exact replica, if there is one in Wales. We don't have to have, but that'll be basically where all the filming for the Welsh workshop is done, or some of it. If we've got two workshops, they're going to be exactly the same. You can move stuff around because obviously it looks like people have been using. So that will be there. And there'll be permanent people in that workshop making stuff for the shop. So if Harry and Tasia make an anime weapon, for instance, that original one will be in the museum, and all the others will be in the shop for sale, made by the workshop. Okay? And you'll be able to buy other props too. With Star Wars, they used a Sterling submachine gun. And it's quite obvious because you can see all the holes. Added a few bits, and that was a E11 blaster or something, made out of a British Sterling submachine gun. Ours are going to be made from scratch, but you can't get one of those, or nobody knows where they are or anything, you know. But if they were all here with a replica made in the same workshop, so not really a replica, another one of them, you could buy it in the shop. You know, I always wondered why films didn't do that. You know, there's the t-shirts, there's the mugs, even we can do that. We've got mouse mats, logos, even coasters. The X-Troop ones, but X-Troop's a real thing, not a filming thing. There's a normal coaster. Anyone with a Project X number, we don't. I'm the only person with a name in Project X because I'm the spokesperson, which is why I'm always here. But anyone else has got one of these badges, they've got a number. Basically because some of the other things we do, people want to tell us things but don't want anyone else to know, so we give them a number and a badge. Even Project X, that's me. long time ago. But yeah, even we can do that, you know, but we want to be able to, any prop, obviously not the vehicles, any prop in the film should be available in the shop, really. So that's the workshop. Catering I've covered. That's a mobile wagon, like an old naffy wagon or something will do, which comes with us on filming. It appears in the films as well, because I think they buy fish and chips and stuff on quite a regular basis in the books. It's usually after every operation they go down the fish and chip shop. So, flats, top floor, exhibition centre, flats. That's for one for every cast member. And also we want visitors. You know, we will, the top fans, including this very minute, remember this, if you like or subscribe now, we're not pushing subscribers because we don't need the money from there as such, because it's peanuts compared to what we really want. But basically, you know, we will take note of that, and later on down the line there's a Patreon thing as well which is just for this film. And every £1 you give doesn't disappear. It gives you 1 share, so every £1 gives you 1 share, and that will either be increased upon, or you can ask for the £1 back. So all you've done is loaned it to us. Normal Patreon, you know, but we will take note of whoever gives the £1 with their name, and you can appear and either get your money back or stay in a flat and be a VIP at a visitor centre. So at the moment doesn't exist. So don't, you know, think, oh, I want a free night in a visitor centre with a look round. It doesn't exist yet. So don't put into Patreon if you're looking for that at this very moment. But if you do, you've gone on our list, basically. So yeah, the flats. So we want one for every person, you know, and quite a few others for, like I say, to bring sufferers of various diseases in, kids in, you know, who are fans, who want to have a good look round and we'll give them a good day, you know, and they can watch filming or do whatever they like. Armoury. That's going to hold all the guns. That's going to have to be steel lined and all that. There's very great regulations now, and there's quite a few sort of companies we can use who have got Section 5A licences that can deal with the guns. The chap we want for the workshop, who will also appear in the films, actually works for one of these companies at the moment. So, you know, I've asked him, but he didn't look too enthusiastic. So we'll see about that. Armoury, exhibition centre. We want a big exhibition centre in there, so that we can do anime, military, you know, anything to do with filming, all these usual things where, you know, you get personal appearances, stalls, you know, all the usual things you get in an exhibition centre, but all to do with the films and this, and to rent out to get money in for the visitor centre. So anything. So the exhibition centre is quite a big big thing for us. We'll do Comic-Cons there. Editing suite, obviously. All the SD cards and all the cameras go back there in the evening and get edited, and then we can decide the next day what needs to be done again or whatever. Obviously the shop, all the merchandise in it and anything else. You know, we want more than merchandise. We want there to be limited edition, numbered, you know, props that people can collect. Things like that. So, and that with the museum and the catering, the exhibition centre should run the visitor centre entirely without us having to put any money in. That's what we're hoping. And all our money can go to paying wages to the crew and to the people like that to actually come to hospitals and visit, do personal appearances when requested. You know, obviously actors, highly paid actors, ones well known, get so many requests and they can only do the odd one. You know, we don't want to do that, we want to do all of them. So our people, once they've been made famous, will be employed full time to do this, to do that, and to appear at the visitor centre, to say hello and to, you know, show people around. We want that. So that's your visitor centre for you. Number 5. I can't think of anything else. I don't think there's a building in existence which will have all these things in it. So we'll probably have to build from scratch. I was thinking that a hotel with an exhibition bit will be okay, but I've seen those trying to cater for our military events and anime events and things, and you need somewhere very, very big. You know, it's not your average hotel entertainment area isn't very big, so preferably I'd want to build this from scratch, using the money probably from the first film, if ever, or from Patreon. You know, if there's enough people put in money for shares, then we're going to have to get through all those to Visitor Centre as well. And obviously you'll be first option if we need extras, actors and things. Right, thanks a lot.